Alrighty then. Oi. No oi. I need that. Oh, I thought that was one of the dudes. I was like, oh no.
Are you still tinkering with that?
It's not gonna fix itself.
Don't we have repair drones for that kind of thing?
This was a repair drone.
I don't think I need a workbench anything. Let's see. Okay, this place is okay. Interesting.
Nothing exciting ever happens around here. Nothing exciting ever happens around here.
I can make things real exciting if you'd like. Requires docking bay terminal codes. Everyone here seems to be unnamed.
It feels like I've been waiting in line forever.
I know the feeling. Nothing ever exciting happens around here. Come on, Sam. Initiate side quest. Extraction mode. Something. Am I floating off the ground or am I just really tall?
Why can't something exciting happen around here for once?
Nothing wrong with stability. It means everything's running like clockwork.
Don't you ever want a little fun? Maybe see a marauder ship get blown to bits overhead?
What a thing to say. Everyone knows marauders can't fly.
Play Denial by Seven Dust right there.
Hey, you! Yeah, you! With the million-bit smile? How'd you like to make it worth 10 million?
Come back to you in a second. See if I can go into the sewers. Not open to the general public. Greater Halcyon Insurance Group appointments available at our satellite office. I think I know where that satellite office is. To Cleo's Salon Club. Oh boy. And let Miss Cleo answer your questions.
Anti-Cleo's antibiotic.
Kid, you got presence. Natural magnetism. Know what I mean?
Whatever you're selling, I'm not buying.
There's those street smarts. Just the right amount of rough around the edges. Next time, we'll have you say that over the rim of a Trippistout. Product placement, baby. Listen, you got an agent? Some kind of representation?
I consider myself freelance.
Fresh, natural talent. I know it when I see it. Listen, you got a real special quality, raw energy. I see you in pictures, kid.
Tell me what you're offering.
I'm making a feature, Space Pirates of Moros Prime. It's gonna be a hit. But we still need a star. And I think you got the chops.
No job is too great, too grueling, or too gruesome for a Sam.
That's a unique model there. Might want to lease him for a Macbeth production, if it ever gets greenlit. So what do you say? You ready for the chance of a lifetime?
Macbeth? That one's pretty good. That one's pretty good. I wish I could listen more, but, you know, side quests are fun, right?
Terrific. We're holding auditions at the studio. Head to Odeon Pictures and take the elevator. You're going all the way to the top, baby.
Aw. Yeah. Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going?
You're gonna be big. I can feel it.
Ah, it's an alien. It's an alien robot.
According to local legend, if you walk around the orrery 3 times, your corporate rival will die of a paper cut.
Unit recharging. All cleaning jobs have been completed.
See, this is why Sam can't be the party. Let's go get Max. No, all right. I've convinced myself. We'll give Felix one more chance. Just one. You will disappoint us, though. I promise you that. I want that great banter between our intrepid party members. I need to equip Felix. He's still rocking a heavy machine gun when I can be giving him one of those. And as far as some armor goes, guess we'll give you that for right now. I guess I could just improve these. I guess that's what I should have done. But it's still just light armor. Maybe I shouldn't have sold their armor. I did like their base armor.
The dissidents actually took over the refinery. I can't believe it.
And then the chairman shot their space shuttle down with a Hammersmith grenade launcher. Incredible.
Are you two talking about the new Dissident Hunter adaptation? Don't spoil it. I'm behind.
You need to watch more Aetherwave. You never know what's going on.
Yes, Docker.
Move along.
What's going on?
So what if all those MSI suits made it on Monarch this whole time? I could do it. Easy.
Our UDL security attendant is always prepared.
Picked up a spade. Wait, does that mean that I can... I've been wondering this. Because it has like this thing there. Not doing anything. Well, I am disappointed. It sells for 406. I'll take that. Oh yeah, I forgot I gave you that. That's amazing. Okay, let's figure out what we can do and where we can go.
Spacer's Choice 2-hour energy group.
Hello, Winston.
Looking for weapons? You've come to the right place. Every Byzantine needs high-quality armaments, and you won't find better anywhere else.
What you got? Well, I can definitely tell you that I have found better other places. Ooh. That there is a level 27 flamethrower. Oh wait, we don't have any flamethrower equipped on her anymore, so never mind. Not that exciting. Shot cannon. Pink slip. No need to CHR. That's pretty amazing. This looks like a sniper rifle of some sort. It has the execute effect, whatever that means. The exterminator. Apparently the name Knockbackinator was taken. I kind of want the pink slip. Not very good. Pink slip inflicts extra weak spot damage. Exterminator's massive kick will often knock back your targets. Let's sell that. Catherine is appreciative. Sure, I guess. Let's see. Speaker staff comes with special sound grip material, making fighting quieter. I guess if I do find a weapon or something like that that I really like, I should just upgrade it. But this is level 24. So, you know. I've seen better weapons, dog. Way better weapons. House of Inebriation. Oh no.
The Emerald Vale plant is back to full production. There's something to be thankful for.
Oh no. That is a wild animal.
If Hortense yells at me about...
Out with it, you wretched contraption!
Citizens, today marks a monumentous occasion in the course of Halcyon history. After a deep and thorough examination of our budgets, revenue streams, and predictive models, we are publishing our yearly success report. Profits are soaring, promotions abound. Thanks to your continued hard work, Halcyon is healthier and more productive than ever. In the coming months, Byzantium will be sure to see the many rewards reaped from your diligent labor. Once we nail down the details, I can't wait to share what's in store. For now, my friends, keep up the hard work.
Where's that coming from? That's what I was trying to figure out.
Byzantium estates, built on the backs of the working class. Hey, that was good. Gotta write that down.
You're such a suckafoo. My goodness. Alright, let's, as I would like to say, bust up some suckers. Yes,
This reminds me of... Oh, never mind.
guess we're friendly for right now. Go downstairs somehow. I'm afraid to do anything. We could be getting monitored or something like that. Let's see. I received a message that an unauthorized user was looking in through the files on my Cascadia terminal. Maybe some marauder with 2 firing brain cells. Maybe not. Hope whoever it is understands that the sacrifices made on Monarch and HRS serve a higher purpose. One day we'll have all of us will have attained a new state of being. Humanity may forgive my sins. My worst suspicions are confirmed. HRS was ransacked. Who knows what became of the suspension tanks, my team. When was this? As usual, my handlers on the board are no help. Till I deliver results, they can replicate, package, and disperse to the general population. They desire only silence and obedience from the likes of me. Circumstances were hardly optimal at the primary and secondary labs. Political instability pulled Cascadia out from under me, and some combination of cabin fever and paranoia soured HRS. Perhaps my home in steadfast Byzantium will offer the retreat I need. Though I miss working alongside colleagues, I know that I hardly deserved the ones I so enjoyed, the ones I lost. Work continues in isolation and loneliness, perhaps as it should. Ever since our species became aware of itself, we imposed our superiority on the worlds we touched. Colonialism worked for a time, but our oldest trick didn't work in Halcyon, did it? Now we are the ones who must bow to a force greater than ourselves. We're the ones who must adapt. Update. Wine makes me too introspective. Perhaps I'll balance it out with vodka. Unseal entrance. Vodka. I have a feeling I'm going to have to bust out the hammer for this one.
That's top-of-the-line equipment. Better than most hospitals, even.
That's far enough. What are you doing here? How did you even get inside?
Want asking the questions?
You're in my house, and I'm not fucking around. Start talking.
Aim to blow the lid off your alien conspiracy.
My what conspiracy? Let's talk about this. Please, I think there's been a crucial misunderstanding.
I'm listening.
If you came looking for some elaborate scheme, it isn't here. All I'm doing is trying to keep Halcyon alive.
What are you doing, Doctor? This information is beyond classified.
You can write me up in your report. It hardly matters. I'm researching a new way to feed the colony. The crops we transplanted from Earth don't give us the nutrients we need. Our colonists might not realize it yet, but they're starving.
Wait, you're telling me this was all about vegetables?
Our produce might get us through the day, but we're getting weaker as a species. And sicker. The food we grow here barely sustains human life. The colony won't last under these conditions. So, the board let me approach the problem from a different angle. I believed that I could adapt humans to live on Halcyon's terms. That I could change us. Give us the ability to derive sustenance from the nutrients the food does have.
Adaptation didn't save your research team.
Not for lack of trying. I wanted to save them all, but I wasn't strong enough.
You burned through a lot of valuable scientists to arrive at zero solutions.
I wouldn't allow us to experiment on convicts or the unemployed. It's wrong, no matter what the law says. Everyone agreed. We accepted the risks. I'm desperate. I've already asked all the best institutes on Earth for help. Years ago, we sent a message out on the Cornelius Vanderbilt, but heard nothing back.
Isn't Cornelius Vanderbilt one of the assault cruisers patrolling Halcyon?
It's been missing for over 2 years now. They never re-established contact after the skip to Earth. Of course, the board is keeping that under wraps.
Imagine losing something with that many guns on it.
Board cover-ups? Vessels disappearing into the aether? Sounds like the work of aliens to me.
The board is uneasy about letting the colony know, seeing as half of their military force vanished without a trace.
The board's authority is vulnerable. That's a crisis waiting to unfold.
Exactly. If colonists know we can't feed them or protect them, they'll begin to wonder why they need us at all.
The board wants to adapt an entire population of Halcyon.
Once we can replicate a success, the board will move to rewire our nucleon. With any luck, our next generation will be eating and thriving off Halcyon crops.
Knowing what the board considers a success, that doesn't give me a lot of hope.
I don't understand a word she said, but I don't like her tone one bit.
We haven't made enough strides to advance the plan. Hardly any at all. But we have to keep trying.
Felix is a mistake. Felix is a mistake. The voice actor for Eva Chartrand reminds me a lot of Katara from The Last Airbender. I just hear similarities in their voice. Enough talk. Where do we go from here?
You could always shoot me. I assume that's why you're here. If I die, there's no one who can reproduce our work. Every sacrifice will have been for nothing. And we'll be no closer to a solution that feeds the colony.
What do you think, Ellie?
I try not to, least when it comes to the moral dilemmas. Lilia Hagen's a useful ally to have, but I'll back you up either way.
Everything I did was for the good of the colony. Consider that.
Sure. Let's hear Felix's thoughts. I'm sure I'm going to regret this.
You know how I feel, boss. If you're a cog in the corporate apparatus, your face is pretty much fair game. That's my motto.
I hope you know what you're doing, Captain. I leave it in your hands.
You know what I would love to do right now? Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave these two here to keep an eye on you. I am going to go make a phone call real quick. And when I come back, I'll let you know what we're going to do. But apparently, we can't do that. We've got to make a decision right now. And the thing is, I'm not really interested in this research. You know, as far as I'm concerned, you're experimenting on people without their permission. So, or you'll eventually plan to do that. You know, good intentions and all, but the one lady who was using corpses to grow her plants, you know, good intentions with that as well.
Here they come.
Sanitation and cleanup required.
Alright. I'll go around. Ward reputation decreased. Totally fine. The summaries and charts. Most of the text is understanding in a jargon. Yes, I've included my research, but here's the brass tacks. Homo sapiens, blah, 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 blah.
Chartrand was trying to change people. I knew they were up to some freakish experiments.
All of these the same, or are these different? No, some of these are different.
The Cornelius Vanderbilt's still out there in the Aether somewhere. I wager the whole crew's turned cannibal by now.
I've had patients ask for some pretty bizarre procedures, but this takes the cake.
This one was different. It's kind of hard to tell because everything is highlighted. Adapt or starve. Cornelius Vanderbilt.
Guess I wouldn't want to tell anyone if I'd lost an assault cruiser either.
Okay, so that's tied to... Okay, so there's only two. I think. Maybe. Right, we can pick locks. Break that down. Get down. Hopefully, I don't get in trouble for killing her. That would be the most unfortunate of unfortunates. You sent me to go kill someone, I killed someone, and you're like, wait, you killed them? Why would you do this? We could have used their research to create aliens and all this other junk. Subject will need medical treatments beyond our current understanding before any attempt of extraction is made. Have let me go lore. And also, they weren't making any progress on their research anyway, so, you know. Probably should have had some results. That would have been helpful. Alrighty, well. That takes care of that. And there was some stuff over here that I did not steal. And I want it now. Okay. Low Crusade and at Central. Okay. At Central. Let's do Low Crusade. I didn't think that these quests would be on the same landing pad, but that works for me.
There's my parents' place. Smell that? Industrial grade cleaning solvent and desperation.
Oh, so it's not me this time. Whew.
Gosh. This guy. Alright, you're fired. You know, every time I give Felix a chance, he just lets me down. Just lets me down. Alrighty. Once again, I should bring Sam, but we're gonna bring Max. The Max and the Ellie banter is pretty good. And Max helps me with my my hacking. All right, the Fenhill Estate. Look at you, being all wealthy and stuff. And I know people out there are thinking the exact same thing as me. What happens if you shoot Ellie's parents? You're gonna find out today.
What in the void did you do? I wanted you to make an impression on them, not in them.
Sorry, I guess I misunderstood.
I guess I did too, when I joined up with you. You're on your own now. Consider my debt to you forgotten and cancelled.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. Only a few opportunities where I can, you know, utilize the whole reload thing, but, you know, experimentation is
Marilyn, is that you?
good stuff.
Lars, we certainly didn't expect to see you like this.
And I didn't expect you to renew your marriage contract. But we're all full of surprises today, aren't we? Speaking of surprises, you should meet my new friend. We've been running around the system for a while now, stirring up all sorts of trouble.
She wants me on my worst behavior. Alright. Spit on the floor. Fancy place. I'll probably be taking a few things with me.
There you go again, Captain. Always menacing polite society. Anyway, you're probably wondering where I've been all this time.
Not exactly.
The last few years have been a bloody haze. You wouldn't believe the messes we've gotten ourselves into. Right?
Theft, vandalism, profanity, you name it. We've done it at least twice.
Yep, we're a pair of disgraceful lowlifes.
Marilyn, this really isn't the best time. Perhaps you should go.
We'll leave when we're good and ready.
You tell him. We'll stay as long as we like. And while we're at it, we'll drink your expensive hooch, wear our outside shoes all over your nice floors.
Huh. Keep going, Ellie. I like where that list is headed.
Just a second. You had the floors redone with real Terran marble? Since when can you afford that?
That's what we've been trying to tell you, dear, but you must understand, we hadn't heard from you in ages.
We thought you were dead.
Don't sound so disappointed about it.
I'm not dead. I just never wanted to talk to you again.
I'm afraid the distinction was lost on us, darling.
Why do I get the feeling you people are about to apologize for something?
We only did what any grieving parents in our position would do. We collected on your life insurance policy.
And the payouts have been rather, substantial.
You what?
Talk about making lemons slap out of lemons.
What vulgar company you keep, Marilyn.
Well, now that I'm here, I guess you'll just have to report back that I'm very much alive and kicking.
It's not that simple. For one thing, we'd have to cut back on so many necessities. The neighbors would be sure to notice.
Listen quietly.
Why did you do that?
We had to explain your disappearance somehow.
We couldn't very well tell people you'd run off to become a miscreant, could we?
I'll have you know Ellie's a professional miscreant.
Shh! Someone could hear you.
We concocted a story about Celeste Jollycurl designing a pair of 12-inch heels for you.
One of a kind, naturally.
That led to your tragic death when you tripped and broke your neck.
It was quite the story. People were talking about it for weeks.
It's not really funny.
Couldn't you have at least made up a better story? Something with pirates or raptidons? And what are you gonna do now that we're here?
Yes, about that. We were just about to ask you to, leave.
Quietly, if you don't mind.
I'll continue listening quietly.
I'm afraid it would cause quite a stir if the neighbors saw you two stomping about.
That's it? You just want us to disappear now?
Marilyn, please.
Don't cause a scene.
I don't know about you, Ellie, but I'm ready to cause a scene.
Let's just get out of here, Captain. Fine. I'm gone. Forever this time.
That's it, huh? No pushback, no revenge. Just that. Love it. Ellie sucks. You don't like Ellie? You finished her quest before killing her parents, though. Favorite companions are Nyoka and Sam. Really? Really?
Can we talk?
You don't like Ellie? What's there not to like about Ellie? She's, in my opinion, she's a much better Nyoka. Not that I have used Nyoka. She's just a much better Nyoka.
Can you believe those two? We'd hardly been there a minute and they turned us out like yesterday's garbage.
How did you think that would go?
I thought they'd be scandalized. They'd both be sitting there watching one of their vapid aetherwave dramas, and then we'd walk in. Mother would drop her mock apple cider, and the glass would shatter all over their overpriced marble. Father would tear off his glasses and blink open-mouthed.
This is a very specific fantasy.
Shh, I'm getting to the good part. I'd have a great one-liner in the tube. I was thinking either the leather's fake but the scars are real, or oops, did I just track awesome onto your rug?
I go with that intimidate? Seems kind of risky. Sure. How about it's payback time and I'm collecting with interest?
Yeah, I'm gonna use that one day. Now, getting back to my story. Father would throw his hands up because this would be just like me to come back and make a big scene. Then Mother would do the old, "You had us worried sick." Her eyes would be red and she'd have her fist in front of her mouth to stifle a sob.
You're really hurt, aren't you?
I'm not hurt. I'm outraged. Affronted, even. I just didn't want to get booted out of the house I grew up in like that. It's embarrassing, you know. And I've got a reputation to maintain.
I'm sorry, it's a rough situation.
I'm used to rough situations. Like when someone loads your pistol with blanks and strands you in a Marauder moon base, or traps you in an airlock with an angry mantis worm.
Once again, that's very specific.
What can I say? I don't collect things, I collect experiences. Just can't think of a good use for this one.
You've got to surround yourself with people who really look out for you.
Unless you mean the kind who'll look out for you to blink so they could swipe your bits. The galaxy's not exactly crawling with those. Anyway, I don't want to sift through this lousy experience for meaningful life lessons. I'm mad, and I want to do something about it. Something like... Wait a second. What if I could get that money?
Keep talking.
I could open a new account, designate that account holder as a sole beneficiary. All the payouts would go to me. I'll make money without doing a thing. And I'll get to cut them off.
Quite the role reversal.
As long as I don't develop a taste for Wool Gonzola and bad legal dramas, that's fine by me. My policy is with the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group. They have an office in Byzantium. Maybe you could use some of your people skills to help me set up a dummy beneficiary account. If that doesn't work, I'm sure we can find one of their terminals and do it ourselves.
Let's go. Everyone's different. Well, you know, I'm just curious. I'm not here to judge your party composition. You know, I'm sure some people out there really love Felix. Think he's one of the best party members out there. You know,
Oh, there. That's one right there. Can't you just see the stench of impropriety radiating off of him?
For the last time, access to Byzantium is impossible without a proper nav key. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to be...
Sorry, you were saying something about me?
How splendid. Another rung leech wandering through the streets of Byzantium. Why, just this morning I thought to myself, as lovely as the gardens are, what they really need is more greasy vagrants frolicking through them. And here you are, frolicking.
Heh. Alright, it's definitely between 2 and 5 right now. Because I really like 2. But 5? This lady deserves a 5. But let's go with 2. Frolicking. Guys, do I frolic?
I must be honest with you, Captain. Yes.
Well, whatever you call it, do it elsewhere, and take your merry band with you. Honestly, what is the board thinking letting so many of your ilk into the city proper? It's madness.
If the board isn't supposed to let people into the city, how did you get here?
I earned my place here, just like everyone else. My grandfather was the CIO at Tile, you see.
Wait, but what did you do to earn your place here?
I just told you. My grandfather made millions of bits as CIO, and I earned them from him.
Inheriting bits isn't the same as earning them.
Of course it is. Wealth is the most visible, objective measure of success. And success isn't given to you, it's earned. My grandfather taught me that. If you have wealth, you're successful, and if you're successful, you must have earned it. Honestly, it's a simple concept.
It's a CIO.
Chief Idea Officer. He came up with all the best ideas for their products. You know the font they use for Stogie Slims? That was him. Well, he described the idea of it to their font development team, then picked it from a list of choices, but that's basically the same thing. It was a very long list.
What other ideas did he come up with?
Let's see. He picked the colors they included in rainbow chips. No one else wanted purple, but he insisted. Everyone loves the purple ones. And you know how the Cosmic Smokes logo has an eye in the middle of a heptagon? He said that one came to him in a dream. He was a true visionary, so far ahead of his time.
Man, I would love to be a chief idea officer. That would be so amazing. I see. Thanks.
You're welcome. Now, do we have any further business, or are you just here for the repartee?
What's wrong with more people coming to Byzantium?
What's wrong? It erodes the very pillars of our society. Merit, decorum, personal hygiene. This city is meant for us, the system's finest. We earned its luxuries. But now we are overrun with the unworthy and the ungrateful, and this early retirement nonsense is making it even worse.
What's early retirement?
The worst thing to happen to Halcyon. A contest that gives even the lowliest to most inefficient workers a chance to live in Byzantium. By simply winning a lottery, those early retirees get an exclusive district of Byzantium to themselves. No one else is even allowed to go there. Tell me, how is that fair?
Well, most contests have some inherent biases, so technically...
Oh, by the law. I mean the principle of it, not the mechanics. It's not right. I deserve to see any district I please. Why, if it weren't guarded, I'd... You know, you look like you've been shot at before. What say I hire you to investigate this travesty, and you get paid to do so?
She's got a point. We're probably gonna get shot at anyway. Might as well make a few bits.
Yes. Listen to your... What is that person's job exactly? Are they your secretary? Personal masseuse? Or do you just keep them around as a mobile armrest? Well, it doesn't matter. What's important is that you think this is a fabulous arrangement, and you'd be thrilled to lend me your services. Aren't you?
Sure, I'll look into it.
Fantastic. Consider yourself employed, vagrant. I hear the chosen retirees all enter the retirement district via the port landing pad, but it's completely locked down. You'd never get in that way. Unless, of course, you had a wealthy, beautiful benefactor of impeccable social pedigree, which you do. How fortunate for you. These codes will get you past the lockdown. Oh, and don't worry about subtlety. I don't care how you deal with security, just correct this injustice at all costs.
How did you get those access codes?
The same way anyone gets anything here, of course. I made friends with the right people. Bits might earn you a place in Byzantium, but that means everyone here has little need for more of them. For favors like this, you need to spend... let's call it social capital.
Alright. Wasn't expecting that to turn into a side quest after it started. Ellie and Felix are your least favorite. To you, Ellie is a spoiled child who is rebelling against her parents. Not what you want for killing beasts. Okay, that's fair. Very fair. When you first visited Monarch, you were so terrified of the creatures, and Nyoka was billed as a good hunter, so you added her and never replaced her. Also, Ellie's strength is medical health, is not your priority strategy. Ah. Okay, it all makes sense. See where you're going with that. I definitely just keep her around for her personality. I think she has great quips.
This property is off limits. Solicitors, loiterers, and uninvited visitors will be fined to the fullest extent of company policy. This ultimatum brought to you by Universal Defense Logistics.
I'm here for Minister Clark.
That's funny. The minister isn't expecting visitors, and you don't much look like one of those couriers from HPS.
Here I am.
Sure you are. And what is it you're delivering today?
I didn't bring it with me.
Typical. Why don't you come back when you're ready to actually make a delivery?
Okay, well, I don't know what that was all about, but okay. Right. Oh my gosh, it actually works. Holy cow.
So, you threw off the constraints of proper society and abandoned a life of luxury to live as an outlaw.
You finally get me, Vicar.
I not only get you, I applaud you. Not many would have had the courage to turn their back on luxury. Not to speak of the pressure you must have been under to fulfill the role you'd been assigned. Any regrets? Thoughts of not belonging, of not being where you're supposed to be?
I'm always where I'm supposed to be. Here and now.
Bravo. I couldn't have put it better myself.
Hortense yells at me about vagrant.
Where am I going?
I'm gonna snap.
Who are your favorites? Ellie and Felix? Oh no. So far, Ellie is my favorite. I'm not really all that interested in any of the other party members. I think Max has some cool qualities to him, you know? He's like more or less a gangster priest, you know, which is kind of entertaining, you know? But he's more of a priest first and then a prisoner gangster undertones or something like that. So the priest first thing just doesn't come out as interesting as it could. And Ellie is just I'm finally getting, why she's doing what she's doing. And so I can see why the whole, like parent issues isn't really all too interesting or fun to deal with, and how that can tarnish how you feel about her. But I just like her personality in the group. I think she says entertaining things at the right moments. And I will have to say that the banter between Ellie and Max has been really good so far. So them being paired together has been a good combination. But yeah, I haven't tried bringing Nyoka. You know what? We'll bring her along. We'll bring her along. Hey, Jomasa, thank you very much for the 3 months. Appreciate that. Priest gangster. Well, he is a priest gangster. The only reason I don't like Nyoka is because, you know, like, being an uncontrollable drunk, nobody likes that. But we'll bring her along. We'll see. I gave Felix a chance. I gave Felix 2 chances. Felix might be my least favorite alongside Nyoka, depending on how Nyoka turns out. Felix is just one of those I say stupid things at stupid times, and I'm gonna get away with it. And you know, it's just like, come on, Felix, you're a little too goofy for me. Yeah, why? This must be a field of view thing on why that looks like that. Yeah, the drunk thing is annoying. It's incredibly annoying. When I first saw her, I was like, man, if she's a party member, I'm like never going to use her. The engineer chick, she's okay. You know, she's probably the most honest of all the party members.
Down there, a new ship. Doesn't look like it.
I just wish that Sam actually had some sort of personality to him, or else I would use Sam permanently. I feel like the banter between 2 party members is worth not having Sam, because Sam does not add anything to that, which is a tragedy in my opinion. I need a mark.